We are into Champion Select for this first match of Oxford versus Cambridge Varsity.
Now, both these teams like to play Protect the AD Carry competitions with Ezreal. So, Ezreal is likely to be a contested pick here.
Albeit an unusual pick for an AD carry competition.
Both teams refusing to play Kog'Maw with their Protect the AD Carry competition.
Start off with an Urde ban, which, knowing a little bit about the Oxford team, not likely to get picked anyway, so...
Really? The Cambridge team thought that it was going to be the main pick of Don't Worry I Got This, bro.
He is an Echo and Lee Sin main, so I've been told, and so that's what we can expect him to pull out in these games today.
I suspect the Echo may surprise the Cambridge team, but I don't think they know about that. Twisted Fate is surprising.
Yeah, Oxford very much wanted it banned, as well as the Nautilus from the side of Cambridge, and the Vayne Bane coming out to ban from ZE, known very much for his Vayne. But he also has an Ezreal and a Draven if he needs to resort to those pocket picks.
The Nautilus, just well-known power pick of the tank meta at the moment.
The Lulu ban is going to hit Oxford hard here. That was very Lulu-centric comp they were planning to build.
And then the Soraka, a massive main of Masneric. Many teams have been thinking they've got a counter to it, but none seem to actually manage it.
So the first pick for Lushlek is going to lock in that Ezreal.
Like we said, a contested pick. Very contested pick. Both teams really like it. Could push CE onto, what do you expect?
I'm no longer sure. He might have to resort to a Draven.
Okay. I've been seeing he's been playing a lot of Caitlyn, but...
He has also been playing Caitlyn if he wants to shove in the lane early and get some good pressure down. He's favouring that a lot. There we get the Echo jungle and the top lane. Malphite for Don't Know My Name. Going classic Protect the AD with a heavy armor champ on top.
Now, the Riven. I don't believe Lushlek actually plays Riven, so this may just be a bit of a troll, but I don't know. We'll see.
Who are you expecting to come out for the mid picks for Cambridge?
I know that they really like their poke comp, so it's... Corki is still open,
yeah.
So I highly expect a Corki, but maybe left until later in the pick. Janna, Masneric's go-to support if she doesn't get the Soraka. And that Lissandra is likely to be in the top lane, I expect.
Cat Minute's going to feel a bit suffered there, planning on the Janna pick as well. Cambridge currently getting all the picks that they want away from the Oxford side.
Pushing ZE onto...
Hovering the Severe pick here, which he has been playing a little bit of in practice games.
Okay. Well, it's working well with the comp.
Yeah, with the recent buffs, Severe's looking nice and strong with the boomerang.
It's a very heavy engaged comp, so that will help them get in on the Cambridge team.
Oh, switches
that
over
won't
to
help them so much.
Is this going to be both the bot lane picks?
Yeah, sticking with the Sivir. So the Cambridge team looking like they want to be playing a poke and with a fair bit disengage. Oxford really want to get on them.
So expecting the mid and jungle picks for Cambridge over here.
I expect so. the Garen top, always possible. Don't really see it fitting with the competition.
Could be a Garen jungle if you believe hard enough.
Haven't seen that in a while.
Is the Lee Sin and the LeBlanc locked in for the Cambridge team. So a nice bit of engage with the Lee Sin here to round out any kind of poke if they wanted.
Yeah, that's very strong invade onto the Echo.
As mentioned, the final mid pick for Shizu.
Very safe, but again, doubling down on this full engage strategy. If they get the engage onto Cambridge team, that is game over.
And a good amount of shields coming in for the AD carry ZE here. The Valm, the Orianna going to help him out staying alive.
However, early game, I completely give this to Cambridge. The LeBlanc and Lee Sin can work really well to shut down the Echo, and the Orianna can't do much about it.
So what do you think the win conditions for each composition is going to be?
Well, for Cambridge, they have the very early game pressure with the LeBlanc and the Lee Sin. But the Lissandra can be a fairly good split push with the Ezreal just poking in mid lane. So I think they just want to win it quickly before the full wombo combos come out from the Oxford team.
Very true. A good ult in from Malphite followed by the shockwave from the Orianna is going to become pretty disruptive for the Cambridge team.
Very.
That's probably looking what Oxford want to be doing here.
So the Janna pick will be helping to keep the Oxford team off them. That's all they've really got though, so they're going to have to be playing pretty well to stay out of engage range.
Yep.
Fortunately, the Ezreal and the LeBlanc are both very mobile picks, so they shouldn't get locked down by the Malf, Orianna, Braum, Echo, all getting charged onto with the Sivir ult. But so yeah, hopefully the Lissandra will be able to keep the split push going, and the Lee Sin would also work fairly well in split push.
Yep.
Not sure they'll have the coordination for that though. One thing to notice would be that Janna is taking the heal instead of the Ezreal from the Cambridge side. I was talking to him just before the game, and he was saying that this is because Ignite no longer reduces healing if it's applied to you from someone else.
Okay.
It only reduces self-healing.
Yep.
This doesn't actually affect them this game because Oxford have not
There's
taken
no
Ignite.
Ignite on the side of Oxford here. Yeah.
But just something to keep in mind.
And Orianna's going to be opting for Barrier instead of the Ignite here. So a lot more kill pressure for Carniflex in this lane.
I definitely think the barrier is a good choice. You don't want to be in mid lane without a defensive summoner spell against LeBlanc.
Yeah.
Especially with the roam potential of the Lissandra and the Lee Sin. It's not looking nice for the Orianna mid lane.
It's going to be a tough time, but everyone on the Oxford team does seem to scale up quite nicely into the later half of the game.
Yeah, they definitely have the late
becoming
game.
unstoppably tanky.
Malphite becoming unstoppably tanky, the damage coming out of the Orianna AoE,
Yep.
the damage coming out of the Sivir AoE, the boomerangs that are going to be really painful towards the end of the game.
The Echo and the Braum also being equally unstoppably tanky towards the end. Going to find a really nice front line.
Yeah, I expect this game, if Cambridge to win it, will finish within half an hour. If it goes longer than that, it's looking very good for Oxford.
Yes. With Lee Sin, obviously the early pressure jungler, probably going to try and focus down the mid lane here. Orianna lacking escapes. Yeah. So this will be a good target for Cambridge to try and capitalize early.
Give that LeBlanc a good snowball. Can hopefully just one-shot the Sivir. It is a single carried team essentially coming out of Oxford. So that gets shut down. That is not good.
It gives them a tough old time to come back into the game. And we are about to get into the game now. Just a few short seconds.
And we're into game.
Everyone It's loaded in and we're ready to go.
So Cambridge spawning down the bottom left in the blue side, and Oxford spawning up on the top.
It's a cold start for the Ezreal, opting for that over the Duran's Blade, looking at the later game gold.
Bit strange considering we are expecting to try and finish this early.
Especially as the bot lane of Oxford is probably the strongest part of their team, so they're going to be looking to push this lane quite hard, lacking a bit of damage.
So both teams just opting to spread out, very safe early game. No one getting into either team's jungle, no lane swap.
Echo's looking like he's going to start in the top side jungle for the red team, giving Oxford the gromp before they head off to lane. So they're going to come in with a nice little XP advantage there. Lee Sin also starting with his blue.
Minions have spawned.
Cambridge going for it, looking for an invade up here. This is the jungler, so this is where he's expecting to start his
They've
jungle.
found an Emanate, Hugues on the land. Nice little bit of damage down, just push him away back into top lane.
Seems to do nothing to the Echo jungle though. He's still planning to start on the red buff. No, he's planning to start.
He's going to start with Raptors.
This is maybe a bit scary. I think Cambridge are planning to get in onto that red buff. This could be a very early clash in the jungle here.
This is going to find the red buff not being taken away. Is he going to be found by the Echo? The Echo's running up to him.
Lee Sin is quite low.
It's very low.
And the red buff just doesn't go down.
The buff stays up. Lee Sin only getting 2 small creeps for that.
Lee Sin is sticking around. I think Echo thought that the red buff had gone. Both junglers don't know what's going on here.
Lee Sin's just gonna run past the red buff now and try to find something else to take.
I really don't know why he's not just taking that red buff. He hasn't seen Don't Worry I Got This Bro in quite a while now. Something like that. Anyway, so the other lanes.
Yes.
Bot lane, pretty much completely even. Siffer having a slight advantage in farm.
The wave staying relatively frozen, halfway down. Keep up. Trying to get a little bit of damage down onto Chestbridge. They just can land and stop any kind of damage.
But nothing particularly damaging to either team.
Very even trade there.
Mid lane, Carniflexin does have a significant lead here actually. He's going to have at least a 6 CS lead after the end of this wave. As you'd expect, coming out of LeBlanc into a Orianna.
Sin counter jungling away. The Golem's looking for a gank onto top lane. So know my name already pushing very low, falling under tower. The Lissandra Ego stops the recall. Lemmy Wimpy's is going to try and look for a Q here.
He's pushing the wave into turret. His wave is in turret.
And the Q does not land.
I don't think he can recall here. Oh wait, Echo's coming
The
back to help
Echo's
him.
coming, give him a bit of help out. And this is going to be... Oh, he's not going to recall from it. Strange. Try to pick up some
They give
farm.
up on the gank.
And the red buff's going to maybe finally go over to the Lee Sin. Will he beat the red buff though in the fight? And Echo's going to run back and try and find him.
Yet
And he's
again.
going to find his red buff this time, and he's also going to find Lee Sin there. Scares him away, and he's finally going to take the red buff.
The Orianna was heading up to help, but Lee Sin couldn't really do much about this.
A nice little bit of damage down. Does take a tower shot from the LeBlanc there. Leaving the trade relatively even. Malphite is teleported back to the top lane. And is...
Echo's moving in on mid lane. Carney still has the W up.
The Carniflex and just W's
Still has a
away, and
flash,
it's just
doesn't need
going
to
to
use it.
escape.
Cambridge are rather pushing in bot lane. They are now falling behind in CS.
Malphite being pushed hard by Lissandra here, poked very low. Lissandra has no mana to carry on.
Yeah, Lushlek has quite an advantage in this lane, but she hasn't been back, she hasn't bought, she has no mana. Then she still has the TP advantage. Don't worry, I got this, Rose. Moving in for a gank. That's going to land.
The stun does not land.
Flash required to get out of the parallel convergence from the Echo. I think he could possibly have died if that had landed. It's quite a long stun on that.
That's going to be 2 ganks in the Echo, both failing to burn a flash there. Still ahead on farm compared to the Lee Sin here.
And down in bot lane we have another small collision. Chestbridge going fairly low.
Worm taking a little bit of damage there. He's going to walk away. Nothing big is going to come out of that one. Lee Sin just looking around. Red side jungle, just trying to counter jungle some things away from the Echo here.
Lee Sin still getting stuck into don't worry I got this bro's jungle. Just taking a small taking out that wolf camp and moving down onto bot side. There's no wards here from the Oxford team, but he's just
getting some
gonna
good
give
damage. The shockwave was used, but it hits no one because Carnifexen's jumped back to a distortion. And so that is the ult blown from Orianna here, getting nothing from it. Carnifexen is going to be able to get a bit of pressure on this tower. Quite a nice farm lead already, up to 13 CS ahead for the LeBlanc in this lane. The Lissandra nearly double the Malphite's farm already, only 7 minutes in. It's just able to zone all of it.
Don't know when I'm having to rush that non-magic mantle. And yet again, Echo is going to be trying to gank onto this LeBlanc.
Try and looking for it, but he's not going to be able. He's not going to go for anything.
LeBlanc moving down to the bottom side of the lane when he moved in. Wasn't confident about the gank.
Just going to focus on getting the skull crab, something for his money here. He's going to look at a top side gank.
Yet again, attempting to gank this Lushlek with the 10 CS lead. Be very helpful to know my name.
He's throwing out the power of convergence. He's not going to do anything. Claw's just going to claw away and avoid it completely. He just walks away.
Very easy dodge gank there.
Blue's been donated over to Carniflex here, just going to help push even quicker, build up that CS so you can get even more pressure onto the Orianna.
So far looking pretty good for Cambridge. Got a big CS lead in top and
there's
mid.
the ult coming up from Lissandra to keep us up in the gank. From Don't worry, I got this, bro. Does keep her alive, and she's going to engage into Don't Know My Name. Don't Know My Name going low, but Echo's still here to help out.
Lee Sin is just coming up from behind.
Lee Sin's going to try. He's not going to be able to get anything here. Both just going to walk away with their lives.
This bot lane has seemed to be kind of on an island here. Like the junglers have not moved down here.
And speaking of that, the stun's about to land onto the Janna. They're ult onto the Ezreal here, and he's trying to go down first blood. She uses the ultimate. The stun's going to land onto the Ezreal, trying to take him down. Throwing out Qs, he's going to E away. And now Ziyi in a lot of trouble here. Is going to try him away from this. The Q lands, they're going to try and get the stun. 2 more hits, one more will do it, but they're not going to be able to throw it out, and just going to walk away from that one. Still no first blood at this. Low health bars on both sides.
And Lee Sin moving in to try and come back and help out this bot lane.
Lee Sin looking to get something from this. The wave's going to push in. Bush was not warded, so they don't have vision of Lee Sin being here.
He's moving around.
He's going to go around the back, is he? He's just going to stay. Now got his ultimate, so he's able to jump behind and kick if he wants to. Blue buff has been donated over to the Orianna now. LeBlanc is trying to get an engage on. She distorts away, isn't able to get anything, just runs away. Full health still. Cambridge is very, very pushed up into Oxford's jungle here, have good map control.
It's a bit of a support up in river.
The Q is going to land onto Cat Maniac. He's not going to be able to take that much damage. He is a Brown, very tanky. The ult's going to come out from the Severe, and they're just going to continue to run away, clearing out some wards in that bush. The fight's been very even so far. The lane CS is slightly in advantage of the Oxford.
He's getting a bit greedy here.
This is the Lee Sin. Is he going to go down? He uses the kick to get away from the Echo. He's going to flash over. The flash comes in from the Echo. Is he able to get the final hit off? He isn't. Echo's going to try and go onto the Janna, but the Q comes in. Ults away. And again, no one goes down. Low health bars on both sides, but not able to get the final hit onto the Lee Sin or the Janna, and they're just going to escape with their lives.
There's actually been a hell of a lot of aggression in this game, but no one's going down. There's been the heals coming out, there's been the Echo ult, the shields from the Janna. Everyone getting away with very little health.
Cambridge, though, just through CS, already acquiring a 1.2k gold lead here. So, even with no towers, nothing going down, there's a bit of an engage onto Shisu, going to take a bit of poke. He is going to just distort away.
But yeah, the pressure coming out of this Lissandra and the LeBlanc has been just getting massive leads over the Don't Know My Name and Shisu.
It's 30 CS leads to both those laners. Extra 600 gold apiece to each of them. They're able to hopefully scale up this and snowball it into a kill eventually. But in the bot lane, the farm advantage. Gonox is able to push Cambridge off of the farm, going straight to the tower. Chestbridge and Mesnarek are both quite low, but able to farm up this one.
As I was saying before the game, the Cambridge team do need to make use of the fact that they have such strong lanes. They have to be pushing their advantage, but in top lane...
There's an Ogmin from the Echo, the Lissandra ults up, and that is first blood to the Malphite here. Great gank from Don't Worry, I got this, bro. Forcing out the ultimate, it doesn't save her life. I think she cast it on the Malphite instead of herself here. So that is her going down.
She did cast it on herself, but there was no support around. She had no way of getting out. So somehow, despite the fact that Cambridge have been ahead in this whole game, they lose that first blood. They lose 400 of the gold lead they had queued through CS. Not looking great. They still have the lead, but they need to do something with this. Like I said, as soon as we approach the 30-minute mark, the Oxford team really is going to start scaling up. With that wombo combo with the Malphite and the Orianna, they become unstoppable. So I really hope that Cambridge will begin to look around for objectives here. The Dragon's been up for quite a while now. It's definitely something Cambridge could be taking with the power of the Lee Sin and the LeBlanc. But they're just not doing it.
Lee Sin's looking for something onto the Orianna here, but I don't think it's going to find it. Orianna playing very passive in this lane. Even though down CS, not going to go too aggressive, so he's not going to be able to get a gank off. Still, all lanes just farming up. There's been no real tower pressure. Top tower on red side is at half, as is bot side blue tower, but no real pressure from either team here. They can just keep on farming up in these laning phase. So I got this bro is looking. He's found the Lee Sin, or Lee Sin's found him, and he's got him down to half already. Power convergence gonna land.
Gets out of power convergence.
The engage continues, and that is Lemmy Wimpley soloing. Don't worry, I got this, bro. The ult comes in from Shisu, and Grom picks up that kill. That main Flex going in, gets the kill onto Shisu, trying to escape, but the stun goes down. So he's going to keep on attacking. Are they going to find the right one? Well, they should, because it flashed away.
So yeah, Lemmy Winfrey's going very aggressive there. Manages to get the solo kill down onto Don't Worry, I got this, bro.
Flexing, trying to take down ZE. The chain's going to land, but ZE's going to flash away from that one. That was very close from the ADC there.
G pretty low. Cunny could very easily get this kill if he feels it's worth it. But Echo's coming back. They also should be able to defend this turret.
And that was great play and re-engage from Boniflex and able to secure a kill after the engage onto the jungler from Oxford. And now it's just going to be able to have an even bigger lead in this mid lane with a 50 CS advantage and the kill up. It's just going to look to destroy Orianna in any kind of fight.
But they really have to start pushing down objectives here. They're approaching, we're past 15-minute mark, and they have no objectives.
No towers, no dragons taken at all.
If they just keep snowballing up this lead on the Blanc though, this could be their way back into it. They can just shove straight down mid and just destroy this Orianna. And as I said, Oxford is a single threat team. Their only damage is coming out of the Sivir.
Don't worry, I got this pro is going to finally Sin in his own jungle. Lee Sin's going to continue onto him. Shisu's helping out, and Lee Sin's just going to run away from this one. Planeflex is trying to get damage off, but isn't going to hit the chains. Not going to pop the sigil. That's just going to be both of them running away from that engage. Finally, the first tower goes down in the bot side.
And that's just been purely out of lane pressure. There hasn't been any moves to take turrets.
Hopefully start to open up the map a little bit for the Oxford team
here.
Cat Maynard's going to find Maznarek just on his own in the jungle. There's going to be no support or combat today. Just going to both run away from that.
Even though Oxford have managed to take this first turret, and Cambridge haven't been able to push any advantage, they are still 1,000 gold in the lead. It's purely through the CS lead in mid lane and top lane. And Lushlake is looking like he may be able to get the first turret for Cambridge on the board. Again, purely through lane pressure.
A few more hits and it is going to go down. Is she going to try and engage? She gets the ult off onto the Malphite, the flash needed, and he does escape. Decides to use his flash instead of the ultimate. The ult's going to go down. The shockwave whiffs in the mid lane. Nothing going to be hit, but they didn't really have kill pressure anyway. Now the Q's going to land onto the Echo. Everyone's going to disengage here. Continue trying to push down this mid turret finally. The chain standing on the ground. The stun does go down. They're going to be able to defend this one.
Meanwhile, on the bottom side, we have ZE just pushing the wave into turret, getting some gold back to their team.
And with that top side tower going down, that's now a 2,000 gold lead for Cambridge at 18.5 minutes in. 2 kills apiece. Still no real pressure, no real team fights either breaking out. It's still very much in the laning phase, nearly at 20 minutes.
And Oxford have just hit their level 11 power spike, so I don't think Cambridge can really teamfight them anymore. If Oxford manage to group up and Cambridge can't make a pick onto the Sivir,
she's going to try and take down the Sivir, but the Sorcerer misses, so she's not going to be able to do much damage.
But it doesn't matter because down in bot lane we've got Lushlek just hitting this turret.
Jungler, don't worry, I got this bow, and Z are going to try and save that. They're going to be able to, but now there's 4 people on the bot side jungle. They're going to be pushed away. Not able to get anything from this. Nice little Mexican standoff here, waiting for someone to engage. They're going to start Dragon.
This is a bit risky. Don't know my name does have TP. If Oxford come in here, they can very easily fight this.
Right,
but the
TP is going to go down, but it's very late. It goes over to Lee Sin. And the ult from Lissandra catches 3. The ult from the Malphite takes down the Janna. Chestbridge is engaged on. Is the stun going to land?
Nice chest bridge.
It's not, and the bomb goes down to Coniflexin, and the kill picked up by the Ezreal onto ZE. And this is going to be Shisu being taken down. Gets 2 with the shockwave, but it's not enough. Don't know my name. Also engaged, he's not going to escape from this one. The kid comes in, and he goes down a chest bridge. A 4-for-1 over to Cambridge here.
So the Malphite ult landed onto the Ezreal and the Janna, but the Orion ult was not there. I feel like the Ezreal could have gone down there, but in the end, all they got was the Janna. And kind of flexing with that huge gold lead he's got, making a huge wreck of the Oxford team.
1 dragon up and 3 kills up now for Cambridge, looking very nice for them, especially with the kills picked up by the Ezreal and the LeBlanc here. Just going to help the Ezreal scale into the later game, and the LeBlanc's just going to keep on snowballing. Things are not looking nice for Oxford now. Lemmy Wimpy's going to find the Q onto ZE. Is going to want to engage on that one though.
He's stuck in the jungle against 3
He's being
Oxford members.
surrounded. He's just going to ward up away, and he escapes with his life.
Mazmic being very aggressive on this Janna. Trying to get some very deep wards down, but again, Janna is very fast. Easy to get away from the Malphite.
Now I've got Oxford trying to group up in the mid lane a little bit here. Maybe look for something on the chest bridge, but he is an Ezreal, so he can just E away anytime he wants to. The ult is stopped nicely by Catmaniac, the bomb shield. Janna coming on the side, being weirdly aggressive, is going to take him down nearly half health.
Very scary move there from Janna. You don't want to be stuck behind that Oxford team. That's a lot of CC that cannot be down.
Coming in, nearly burst down. No Warrior got this blow. Almost 100 to 0, but he is going to escape with the skin of his teeth.
And in this time that Oxford has been looking for this engagement, looks like he's been in bot lane and has managed to take down that turret.
Sandra going very nice to the split push. Now has 1.4k if she wants to spend it. Water Rage is nearly fully stacked now. So she's going to get very tanky. And it looks like Coniflexin wants to do a bit of damage to the Malphite here.
They can definitely kill him here. They've got 2 members coming around.
Misses the first chain, so the second's going to land. The stun's going to land. The Q's going on, but he ults away. Lee Sin kick, taking turret aggro. He's gonna flash. Get saved by that flash there. Lee Sin's not going to try and dive that any further.
Yeah, slightly missed ult there. Could have knocked him out from the turret. Not sure he had the range on the flash, but Ezra not quite able to steal the red.
Ezra going very aggressive, he's in, and that's going to be his death there. A very overconfident move, trying to steal that red buff, but it was already gone. And instead he found 3 Oxford players ready to take him down.
Well, after a very slow start, this game has definitely progressed. With 5 turrets going down and 10 kills in past 10 minutes?
Yeah, for the past 10 minutes.
Oxford really want to get this mid turret down. There's no one around from Cambridge to stop them. This should be going down.
Sandra is going to look to come in behind them. Try and stop this. She is going to be able to push him off the tower. And they're going to be found by Coniflexin and Lemmy Winfleys. Catmaniac's backed into a corner. He's going to try and use the ult, but he's not going to do anything. And he's just going to go down. Another kill over to Coniflexin. 3-0-3 on the LeBlanc.
Huge amount of damage coming out of him now. He pretty much solo killed that Braum. The CC coming out of the Lissandra, but the damage was all from the LeBlanc.
Now also trying to keep their mid tower alive. Coniflexin looking for a dive onto anyone, but doesn't find anything to do.
That LeBlanc has gotten so far ahead now that the Oxford carries cannot step up to wave clear.
And Coniflexin goes in, don't worry, I got this bow. He's going to escape. The chain doesn't land. Just going to wait till he gets his cooldowns back, and I'm just going to do it all over again. The claw in for Lissandra is going to ult, going to get the ZE. not bursting him down. The ult comes in from the Malphite, takes down the Lissandra. Lee Sin now under the tower is gonna go down to the Orianna, and the flash in onto Masnarek. He's gonna run away with his life. Can they continue the engage? Don't know my name, doesn't quite find Smash. Climbflex and try to take someone down, but isn't able to get the damage off. That is 2 kills picked up for Oxford off of that great re-engage. ZE staying alive somehow.
I'm very surprised they managed to stay alive from that LeBlanc engage.
LeBlanc's found, don't worry about this, bro, don't worry, he fails flash. He is going to be taken down. Cat Maniac's there to stop it. Climbflex is still looking for a pick, and he is going to find Cat Maniac. Way too arrogant from him, knowing he's lone. LeBlanc on the other side of the bush does not need to clear that ward.
The ward base is strong, yeah.
Gotta get rid of that vision. He's gonna find, oh, ZE is gonna go down into Carniflex, and the chains land, the Ezreal comes in and taken down by the distortion.
What are you doing, GE? That LeBlanc has 4 kills. You cannot solo kill her.
It just seems Oxford, after getting a few catches, are just getting a bit arrogant and just giving them right back over to Cambridge here. A nice 5,000 goal lead in Cambridge's hands now.
Cambridge again attempting to focus the kill turret. Decent poke coming out of the Ezreal.
Vex trying to take down Shisu. Chains doesn't land, and Shisu again escapes. This LeBlanc is a huge menace.
Oxford now putting down this Zerot portal here. Should help them defend this turret. There isn't actually a huge amount of wave clear coming out of Cambridge, because the LeBlanc, who could be using her distortion to clear the wave, doesn't really want to, so that she can kill the people defending the turret, of course. But in all the confusion, Cambridge have managed to get a couple members at the top, and this turret is going down.
Top lane turret is going to fall very shortly. There it goes. Oxford just trying to set up vision in the dragon area, make sure nothing's going on from Cambridge here. Somehow I don't think 5 dragons is a reasonable objective for either team here.
With only one going down 27 minutes in, I kind of agree.
Oxford is going to get pressure with this first dragon, then they're going to be able to take it because no one from Cambridge is nearby. Elisa coming in way too late. Is going to try and find the engage. They're engaging onto him instead. That is kind of better coming from the backline, isn't able to get the catch.
The whip, Raw ult. So only 2 ults down from Oxford. They can still fight here. If they've been using the Orianna,
I don't know my name. It's ulted in. The shockwave only catches Masnarek. Echo's going in on this, but he's not able to find it. He's gonna ult away and
goes down.
Take down Lushlek. Carniflex and trying to re-engage, but he's into 4 members of the Oxford team. He's just gonna have to run away after that. Oxford gets the pick, and they're looking to take down this mid tower for that.
And even with the Braum and the Sivir ults down, Oxford still managed to come out on top of that team fight. This is reaching the point where the Oxford team is becoming very strong. I don't think Cambridge can really team fight them anymore.
The 3-1 and 2 Malphite is becoming a huge menace. Hard to burst down and has a decent amount of damage on his side. So he keeps getting those engages, followed by his shockwaves. That's been great team fights in favour of Oxford. Exactly what they really want to do. Now Chestbridge has finished stacking his Muramana, so he's getting well into this game. He's going to be able to output a ton of damage now. Red buff given over to ZE. Try and carry this Oxford team in every fight.
So Cambridge haven't really managed to put as much down as I'd hoped in these first 30 minutes. So their win conditions now are essentially that LeBlanc manages to blow up the Sivir immediately. That's a very required factor in order for them to be able to team fight here. And also, they do have the late game scaling Ezreal. Like, as you just said, he's finished Muramana now. They do have a very significant amount of damage coming out in these fights, but they have to not get caught by this.
Carniflex is looking to be pincered here, but he just has too much damage. They're not going to try and go for it, just for the risk of being taken down. He is going to continue his push in the bot lane. ult goes down for Cat Maniac, but it doesn't catch Chestbridge. The Q is going to land, the stun goes down, and he's taken out by ZE.
Mazurek now on the run.
Great
as the
pick up.
three-man squad from Oxford chase him down into the jungle. They're charging straight onto his mid turret, but down in bot lane.
Flexing solos. Don't know my name.
How?
I just don't know. But Lissandra engages, uses a self-ult, and the kick onto ZE. ZE's gonna surely go down from this, and he does. But he takes down Lissandra before he dies. That is a shutdown goal going over. Takes on the Janet before he dies, sorry. The shutdown goal goes over to Lissandra here.
So yeah, that was a better Orianna ult than we've been seeing previously. But still, Cambridge comes out on top of that, because the...
There was a great kick by Lee Sin onto ZE, kicking back into the tower, and take completely out of the fight. And that just stopped all of Oxford's damage coming out. Didn't even have Carniflex in for that one. Just
The majority of their team's damage, but they still managed to come out on top.
Carniflex now 6-0-3 with a 90 CS lead on the Orianna. And he's just unstoppable.
And like I was saying, Cambridge are not looking to teamfight anymore. Carniflexing is planning to just be split pushing, I think. It's because he can 1v1 anyone in this game now. He is very, very strong.
Oxford here just trying to react to the way he's being pushed in on both sides. He's going to get a nice support wave push towards the blue side. Going to look to come back into the mid lane. Maybe try and find a team fight here.
Ball on the Malphite that's not going to go in though. Malphite running down behind. Can they find this engage?
They're going to look for something. Flashes in for the ultimate. Lissandra self-ults to stop all the damage, but she is still surely going to go down here. The ult comes in from the Malphite with the shockwave catching too. Lissandra does go down, and the Lee Sin's coming from behind, but he isn't able to get a thing and just dies to the Oxford team.
And Carney wasn't even near the enemy turret there. He was just standing in the middle of the lane, couldn't get anything from that split push. He has to try and recall and defend this turret now.
That is going to be this turret just falling very quickly for Oxford.
The Orianna ult was finally found the Ezreal. And that just meant that Ezreal couldn't put out any damage, had to just run away. And Oxford find the team fight when they've been looking for. So Dragon coming up in 33 seconds now. I expect this is where we're going to find our next engagement.
Yeah, Connie Kane just trying to regroup, get all the lanes pushed back up, so that hopefully they'll get good Dragon pressure when it does spawn in 14 seconds time. All members are up now from both sides. Carnifex is going to find Cat Maniac. Is he going to try and take him down to see if the damage? Cat Maniac's very tanky.
Can't put the damage through that shield, it's just not enough. So,
Kane heading towards Dragon. Trying to stop Oxford from getting near them. The Q's going to land on Cat Maniac, but there's going to be no follow-in onto that form.
I'd like to mention that Oxford have put down 2 drop portals here. One in mid lane, one in bottom lane. This means that the Cambridge team, like, if they just hang around in this, if they just hang around the Dragon, then their late waves are going to push into them. Which means they have to be looking for a fight.
Carnifexen's not able to find anything with his distortion in there. And Chestbridge is playing very close to the Malphite. But then no one Cambridge pushed off of the Dragon here. Is Oxford going to want to try and take it? They are going to start it, pulling it out. They're going to try and force the fight from Cambridge. Are they going to go in on this one? They got the Malphite around to protect, and the smite is... Oh, it's stolen away by the Lee Sin! Q in, W out, amazing steal.
Also looking for the fight, but they're not going to find it. Cambridge team too easy getting out. But
and that is the obvious tidbit. They're going to go onto the Lee Sin. He's going to jump away to the Ezreal, but he's caught out by the bomb ult, and the stun's going to go down. Cambridge looking for the re-engage. Carnifex will come on the backside. Shockwave catches onto 2, but Carnifex does a ton of damage. Lissandra comes in, boots 4. And still somehow no one goes down, but ZE is going to get found, and he does go down. Cat Maniac follows shortly after. Let me win, please. Taking down Shizu, and this is going to be an ace for the Cambridge team. Only Lushlek going down.
And Lushlek did so much in that fight.
Amazing
the initial engage.
Move. Great engage, and Carniflexen finally being part of the team fight, showing what he can do. Now 6-0 and 8. Just both of them together chunk down the whole Oxford team right to like a quarter health
like
immediately.
Cambridge are looking for Baron here.
Yeah, they're going to push onto the Baron. They've got a long death timers, so Oxford just going to have to sit and wait. Lemmy Wimpy's on full health, so he's going to be able to tank it up nicely. This is going to be a very easy Baron for the Cambridge team. And now 7k gold lead over to Cambridge. 36 minutes in. This is looking very scary now for the Oxford team.
Cambridge have finally found the fight they're looking for and got that Baron. Now they can siege up with the Azrael and possibly split push again with the LeBlanc. As long as they can stay safe in the 4v5, they should have a lot of pressure on the map here. But there is a lot of engage coming out of Oxford.
There is, you can't underestimate it. If they find a pick, they're able to burst them down really quickly. But they've just not been able to find anything for the last few minutes. It's allowing Cambridge just get very out of reach now. Looks like Cambridge is going to group up to put pressure on the mid tower.
Portal helping to defend, but it's not going to do that much. Not against the siege potential of Baron buff.
The tower does go down. Cat Maniac in a very dangerous position where he is informed. And the distortion from Carnifex doesn't make it over the wall, so he's going to have to wait for his next engage. There is the next distortion. Catches onto Cat Maniac, but again, that's one of the tankiest guys on the team. Can't do much about that.
Managing to Brom shield on the ult as well. As I said, Carniflexen looking to split push in the bot lane.
And Lissandra is going up top to clear out the wave and look to push that in as well.
I think Cambridge are playing this quite well here. They don't want to team fight this Oxford team, even though they have Baron buff. So they're going to go for a 1-3-1. Never mind, Lee Sin is also heading up to help in the top lane.
Carnifexen's push is answered by ZE in the bot lane, but there's currently no answer to Lissandra, and Carnifexen looking for an engage, but only finds a tower shot instead, so not able to get any damage on. The wave clear from ZE, not great against these powered up Baron buffed minions, so he gets Cat Maniac's help to try and clear these waves out and push Carnifexen away. But Lissandra's pushed onto the inhib tower already, and a bit of damage onto Malphite with Lee Sin here to try and help out. They're just going to go for the inhib turret. There's nothing. The ult comes in onto 3, but is it going to be enough to stop anything? It is, because the Echo's there to back him up, and they're going to push him off momentarily. They're just going to regroup though, push this down. They don't have the AD carry to help out Oxford's side here. And the turret goes down on the bot side at the same time. Oxford starting to lose their base to this Cambridge split push. They're trying to find the engage. The ult comes out from the bomb. Isn't able to catch anyone.
As much as that Malphite ult did manage to stop Cambridge from getting damage onto the turret, I would have much preferred it if he still had that ult then. That could have been a very big engage. They could easily have pushed Cambridge off here. As it is, Cambridge still pushing in from top turret. The Baron buff has now run out, so Oxford can easily clear the wave with the Echo and the Sivir wave clear.
Carnifex now just clearing out the mid wave, taking all the farm he can find. It's very nearly full build here. It's going to be the first one to reach that full build point. His damage is just insane now if he's able to find anyone. But Oxford's managed to hold off the split push from Cambridge quite well. They've got all their inhib towers still standing, though top one only just. They're going to be able to push the waves back out and take some of the map back.
And with Cambridge reaching the full builds, this is putting them on a timer here. If they start reaching full build, and that would mean that Oxford can start catching up in the stats, which means that Carnifex's not really going to be able to take out GE that easily, because they're going to have very tanky Malphite, very tanky Echo, very tanky Braum. There's massive shields coming out of Orianna. It's going to be very difficult to take out a member, and that will make it impossible for them to fight at all.
Just going to clear the Zwart portal, stop the split push coming back from the Oxford team. 3 portals now on the side of Oxford, only 2 to go for their full portal combo. But Shizu has been found, taken down to half. He is going to escape, can't do anything more.
The Dragon has now spawned, but like we said, it's not going to be a 5-Dragon game here. We've got 40 minutes in, and there's still 3 more to go for Cambridge.
It is going to be another one secured for Cambridge, so obviously way too far from the base to be able to take that.
Cambridge is deciding they want that extra move speed. They already had the extra turret damage, which is what they needed for this siege comp.
Baron spawning in about 1.5 minutes. That's going to be a very contested objective if Oxford can manage to push out far enough to be able to fight for it. Because they do not want to be facing a split push team again with Baron buff, especially now that inhib turrets are already very low, on the top side at the very least. Chessbridge and Maznarek just standing on a ward.
Not going to get anything from that whirlwind. But yeah, this next Baron, if Cambridge manage to take this, they have a very good chance of winning it with the extra power of split push it will give them on that LeBlanc. But if they don't take it and Oxford manages to hold on for another Baron, it's going to get late game enough that even just a single Orianna ult will be able to deal a significant amount of damage to this Cambridge team when followed up with the Sivir damage. They won't need the full wombo combo either.
Trying to look for a pick onto ZE, but doesn't get anything. The ult comes in from Cat Maniac. From don't know my name. They're not able to find anyone. Shizu misses the shockwave, but Lemmy Wimp, he's going to flash away to save his own life. Maznarek does not go down, survives with fatal health, and Shizu, in fact, is the first casualty of the fight. Don't worry, I got this bow, takes the stun onto Carnifexen. Carnifexen distorts back, is going to get taken down. In the meantime, the Ezreal picks up Cat Maniac, and the Lee Sin's going to be found by the Echo again. A double kill for the Echo. Is he going to go for the triple kill? He's going to try and find it.
Very fast Janna, but that E.
Going to get it in time. He gets it, and he gets the triple kill. That is an ace onto the side of Oxford. But with ZE down, and also Shizu, they're not going to have the most amount of pressure. They're going to be able to clear the waves away. But sadly, Baron remains up for another time.
No carry to deal damage. Take out that Baron. Huge wave in bot lane. This could deal some serious damage to this turret, in fact.
It's going to be looking to take down that tower. Malphite is going to TP in to help out with that. There's still 20 seconds on the nearest Cambridge member, so easily going to be able to push for this one. Might be able to look for an inhib turret push. Probably not be able to find it. Just whacking away that tower, slapping
it. Coming up in 10 seconds now. There's no way you can push any more out of this.
No. Just to be able to clear out this wave and then run away again.
Very nice team fight there from Oxford, but they didn't really get much out of it. All they got was that bot turret. If they had 1 damage zero alive, they could very easily have taken out the Baron. And that could very easily have gotten them the game.
But it does start stopping this Cambridge split push, which they've been really wanting to do. Now the push is in Oxford's favour, so they're going to have a lot more of the map open to them, hopefully giving more pressure onto the Baron. Kameniak is going to run through Pixel Bush, find the paint board and take that down, starting to deny the vision on the Cambridge team. They don't get the skull though, the skull goes over to Cambridge.
Looks like in the bot lane, he does have teleport up, but Cambridge, where's the nearest ward? They've got a ward in behind Oxford. So if Oxford do decide to go for the Baron, then there is huge engage potential out of that.
Just rush down this mid lane, try and find an engage onto Maznarek or chest bridge here, much faster.
Ezot not blocked by the Brawl. That would have been a great moment. As it is, they don't have a wave anymore, and it gives Cambridge time to regroup.
Connor flexing onto Don't Know My Name, takes him down to a quarter, bursting through that tanky Malphite.
Double drop portals, pushing onto that turret.
Cambridge's going to be able to push Oxford back a bit here. Don't Know My Name just too low.
Emmy Wimpley's very aggressive. He's really looking for an engage here.
Trying to find a pick, but they're all just not there, so he's going to be left disappointed.
And after all the work that Oxford just did, taking out the Cambridge vision,
Maniac's found what he's in.
Cambridge managed to clear all the Oxford vision now.
Yep, now Cambridge is the one fully with the Baron vision. Oxford managed to sneak a ward in behind Baron. Is Maznarek going to clear it? He is. He's going to find it. And now Oxford's right back to where they were about 10 minutes ago.
Dragon spawning in 50 seconds here.
Don't Know My Name is still not back, so he's still at half health. The next engage, if it comes. His place down in Zwap wall is going to help with that split push. Stop Cambridge from pushing in.
Looks like wants to get rid of that pink ward, but Cat Maniac denies him. Also, really gets a vision around this Baron. As it is, Cambridge have complete control. They can, and since they're constantly looking for a pick, this is very helpful for them.
Yeah, Cambridge just pressuring Oxford way off that. Trying to get close, and Clan Effects and find Cat's Maniac, but he's not able to take him down either. He's just finding the tanky members of the team, and so close to taking him down, but still lives on about a quarter health. Gonna have to base though. And Lee Sin just gonna just stand at Baron. Just wait for anyone to approach.
Looking for a pick.
Oxford team getting very aggressive onto the Baron. Finds Lee Sin, scares him away. Probably the top wave is building up for the Cambridge team. So they're going to be looking to try and continue the split push, but bot wave is going Oxford's way.
Oxford just rushing for the Baron.
Going for the Dragon. And this is going to be a Baron rush from Cambridge at the same time, seeing Oxford go. They're not taking it down very quickly, and 4 members of Oxford are going to be able to come up and fight this.
The Ultra AD carry is stuck. He's the one. He was left taking the Dragon. They have no damage. They've got a delay.
Connor Flexen isn't able to catch a pick. Cat Maniac might go down. No, he's very tanky. The ult comes in onto 3 people. Beautifully stopped. Lissandra's trying to come in, do as much damage as she can. Isn't able to take anyone down.
Massive Malphite out there, but no follow-up. Where was the Orianna roll?
The Orianna's still not used at all. Waiting maybe for this Baron take. Because Oxford now are pressured onto it. Echo maybe going to look for the steal. There's not much else. Oxford is not looking to fight this. Connor Flexen trying to find Echo. This is just going to be the Baron. Going over to the Cambridge team now. Able to push Oxford off after that fight. This is going to make Oxford's life very difficult. Was that a flash from Maznarek? It was.
Yeah, Maznarek was behind. They had 3 Oxford members there. Bit out of position, but it shouldn't cost them that much. So Cambridge take the Baron. I think this is their last chance now. If they don't manage to finish it up with this push, Oxford is just going to be so strong, and they honestly the best move would just be to charge down mid lane and look for an engage. But with this Baron buff, Cambridge can really split push, and yeah, they're going for a 1-3-1. They're Lee Sin heading up to join the Ezreal and the Janna in the middle, the Sandra at the bottom, and Lee Sin, the Blanc in the top lane.
Echo's hanging on top lane to try and fend off any kind of split push from LeBlanc, clearing out vision. But LeBlanc is so strong right now, so they're able to do this 1-3-1 just because no one can really take down Carniflexen or Lushlek.
No! Sorry. So now the red buff has gone over to Ezreal. The side lanes can really start to push in because they know where the Oxford team is.
No one's currently answering the Lissandra split push. They've set up Malphite to deal with Carniflex and on the LeBlanc. He is tanky enough to just stay alive, do a full combo. I hope at least. He did manage to die solo to her last time they tried this. He's already been poked down to under half health, but Carniflex and also at half.
Carniflex having to take out that portal. Very annoying by the Malphite.
Cambridge team just trying to get some poke down onto Oxford, onto Cat Maniac. Pushed in the top wave to the inhib turret. Carniflex just going to rotate mid while Z sorts it out, looking to see what he can find. And he finds a lot of people that he cannot take down, so he just quickly hops back from that one.
And Cambridge has not managed to find the poke they need to. They've got the Ezreal and the Lissandra, but they're not hitting the spells they need.
And both ways have been cleared, so Ox a little bit of pressure relief from them.
And also just managed to hold this. They've got so much wave clear. They've got the Echo, the Orianna, the Sivir. Cambridge can't break this.
Baron Puff is getting close to wearing out again. So this is do or die time for Cambridge by the looks of it. Otherwise, Oxford's going to really try and find a fight when that Baron wears down.
Baron buff has now run out. It's not looking good for Cambridge. They're just not managing to break these inhibitor turrets. Their last chance now is for a massive pick onto the Sivir. But with the spell shield and the Braum shield and the Orianna shield, it's not looking hopeful.
And everyone except for the supports on both teams similarly full build now, so not going to get much stronger. So it's just about who's going to win in an all-out fed 5v5 team fight. And the engage goes onto Shisu, flashes away, but is going to get taken down by Lemmy Wimpleys. They're re-engaging onto Lee Sin, but isn't able to find anything. That is one pick down onto the Oxford team. And Cat Maniac's been found by Lissandra, and he's going to be able to flash away from the chain, not be taken down. That is two members very low and one dead on the Oxford team here. Cambridge is going to surely be able to push in something now.
They finally found the damage they were looking for.
And Distortion fails from Carniflexin, so he isn't able to burst down ZE. It's very low. ZE trying to engage here. Echo going in with him, and they're pushing Cambridge off of this.
Too far forward.
Lemmy Wimpleys engages, but he's going to go down. So is the Janna, and Lushlek has to flash away to try and stay alive. Carniflex and Lushlek both incredibly low. If they can stop the backs, this is a huge push for the Oxford team. Carniflexing goes down to ZE. Lushlek goes down to the Echo, and Oxford's going to try and push in here. How much can they get?
Well, they haven't got a wave, but that Malphite is very tanky. He can hold on to that turret for a very long time.
They are going to push onto this inhib tower with no wave. Tanking by their Malphite is not really taking damage from it. Z is now coming in to help out, and this tower is going to fall. The inhib's going to go down.
With 30 seconds
how much can they continue to push in for the game? Shisu is up and is going to help them push down.
They're definitely going to look for the game.
They got the CC Rot minions helping out, and they are going to look for the game. Try and take down the Nexus turrets. That's one turret going down. Just one left chest bridge, valiantly defending. Trying to take down ZE, but he gets engaged upon the shockwave, goes down. ZE takes out the Ezreal, and this is game to Oxford at 54 minutes. Oxford takes the first game. Amazing display. What a game.
Like I said, Oxford had the late game scanning comp. They had the wombo combo. Cambridge couldn't find the way to break open that base with the full massive amounts of wave clear coming out of Oxford.
Yeah. The split push strat just not quite working out, even with the catch onto Shizu, not able to push away, and the re-engage from Oxford just proving too much at the end there. Able to pick off with the move speed from the Severe, taking down Kana flexing, just managing to get the game after 54 minutes.
Yeah, and just so Oxford just outscaled. Cambridge couldn't push things down. Towards the end, they were getting possibly a bit over aggressive, but they really needed to. They needed to find that pick to get anything done.
Yeah,
They did get it once under the turret, the good league sin kick out, but after after Oxford respawned again, they just pushed out, found the fight they're looking for, and won the game off that.
yeah. And Cambridge in the damage have a um three target damage dealers here on the Lissandra, the LeBlanc, and the Ezreal, all dealing over 37.5k. But on the Oxford side, with ZE, the AD carry, clearly a protect the AD carry comp working out well for them, doing 42,000 to champs, nearly double the Malphite, the next most damage.
So yeah, unfortunate for Cambridge there. They had the lead in the beginning, but they just couldn't make much out of it. And we'll be back in a few minutes with game two.